Many of us talk about being in love, but I think a lot of times clients get confused about what it even means. Or if you're on a dating app and you just go, I just want a relationship, I want to fall in love with someone. What does that really mean? What does it really mean when you're in love with someone? For the most part, a good general description is that when you're in love with someone, it means that you desire them to be happy. You desire to be with them. You desire to be that person that they want to come to. You care about them, and how they feel, what they think, what they value really matters to you. So signs, if you're still not sure, there are signs that you are in love, and I've got some of those. They're very general ones, but they're ones that therapists use a lot to help clients understand. First of all, you've stopped thinking about anybody in your past, your ex or what. You're not comparing anymore. You don't need to. You don't think about them because you're totally consumed with this new person. You're happier doing anything, mundane chores, things you used to not like, but you want to do them together. Like if you can do something together, it doesn't matter what the task is. It seems a little bit lighter. You start making plans for the future. And I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about 6 months out. You know, I knew I was in love when I was dating my partner in January, and they were talking about the spring. And so I thought, I feel that way too. Like I can't see us not being together. You want to do things together, but yet you understand that you both need space. Like there's not that urgency to always be together. And no matter how much you're together, there's things you still have that you forgot to tell them that you want to talk about. You automatically want to share the good things that happen in the day, and they're the first person you think of when something bad is going on. You want their comfort, you want their solace, you just want their reassurance that it's going to be okay. You remember and think about them all day, like little things. Oh, he would like that, or she would like that. And that's just how you go about your day. They pop into your head a lot throughout the day. And you start looking forward to the weekends just so you can spend time together. Now, I think what confuses people is there's a lot of different kinds of love. And like you can love somebody. That's a conscious choice you make. I'm going to love them. And you can do that with one significant person. You can do that with your friends. You can do that with your family. No matter what happens, you choose to love them. Like they're your family or they're your friend. And it doesn't always mean you're happy, but you choose to love them. But then there's the kind of to be in love. To be in love with somebody is wanting to share your thoughts and your feelings with them. Feeling safe when you're in their arms or cuddling on the couch. Hoping to make them happy or lighten their load, and thinking about them everywhere you go. That's what being in love really feels like. So once you decide, okay, I think I'm in love, but I'm not sure how this person feels about me, I think it's easier because it's weird asking them, right? Like you can't, if you say I love you and they don't say I love you back, or you are waiting to say I love you, but you're still not 100% sure. These are classic signs that usually predict that someone is in love with you. They pay attention to your words. When you're talking, they're really listening. And they'll even come back with something you said the other day I've been thinking about. That's somebody who is really listening. That's someone who really cares about you and more than likely loves you. They pay attention to what you do. So they're watching what you say and then what you do. When they say, I noticed you did this, then that usually means, so they are they're looking for that consistency. They're deeper invested in me. And if you're thinking, I notice that this person says this, but doesn't, then when it comes to acting it out, it's not the same. I would bring that up because that's a classic sign sometimes that they're really just playing with you. They're not really in love, because when someone's in love with you, when they say something, they follow it through with their behaviors. They are consistent. And otherwise, they're just talking. And that's easy to do with how busy everybody is today. But you want to make sure that's not happening and you're misreading that as them being in love with you. And I think lastly, it's important to watch how people, like when people are looking at you when they're surrounded in a group, or they're talking about how great you are to people they meet or friends or maybe your family, then that's usually a sign that this person really cares about you. When this person starts like, oh my God, I thought of you the other day, you would like this, that's a classic sign. Usually when people are thinking about you during mundane daily routines, then that's a sign that they really love you. And if you're afraid to jump into that category, if maybe you're just not ready, I think make it about caring. Caring oftentimes leads into love. So you might start out by telling your partner, I really care deeply for you, because when you care deeply for someone, then more than likely there is a real opportunity where that's going to generalize into loving them.